All right, Luke. Home opener, season opener. What is it that maybe fans and us didn't see in the two exhibition games that maybe will change in the regular season?
Yeah, I think obviously the level goes up when you start playing games that count on your record. So I think you'll see just the level of intensity. And then we've been working a lot on practice, and I think hopefully we'll have a little bit more shot making and continue to guard like we did these last couple of games.
You surprised at all about the shot making?
I think the only reason I'm a little surprised because how talented we are, but no, because it's early in the season. That's our first time playing against different opponents, different defensive coverages. So it'll happen, and we'll correct it, and it'll be fixed.
So obviously you guys are playing a Division I opponent, so it's not exactly apples to apples, but early season games they're ripe for upsets, right? And people overlooking teams. I do want to ask, since you come from a Division II school, big upset in the Mountain West last night with Hawaii Pacific beating Boise State, and I'm just curious what these kind of November games mean to a guy coming from a Division II program. Those schools look at these games as what?
Yeah, opportunity. I had a few when I was at Point Loma where we got to play D1s, and you're so excited to play those games because you want to show what you're able to do. And there's a lot of good basketball at all levels of the NCAA. So I think you saw that last night, and I think it's been like that for a few years now. And on the other side, for us, don't take any game for granted. We have an opportunity to go start 1-0, and we're really excited to do that and really focused. So I don't think we're overlooking anybody, and we're excited for this game.
Okay, and then Antonio was the guy who, in the exhibition, probably had the best two exhibition games for you guys, certainly statistically speaking anyway. I'm curious, when you look at Antonio Chol's game and what you guys need to do to kind of keep him going, because he's not a create-his-own shot kind of guy in this offense. It's a lot of catch and shoot, I know. So I'm curious what your role is and what the team's role is to get a hot hand like that going.
Yeah, personally, I think I'm a playmaker, whether that's passing it to some of our great players like Chol or making plays for myself. So just reading the defense and making the right decision, continuing to do that, we'll continue to make great plays, whether it's for myself or for my teammates. And then as a team, we share the ball really well. It didn't necessarily get shown as much in those first couple exhibitions, but in practice we do it really well, and I think it's going to continue to develop as we keep playing.
Luke, you just said something where I was about to ask you about, like, what's the difference between what you've seen at practice and then when you guys get in the game situation? I'm sure in practice you're probably knocking down more shots and everything is different. What is it going to take to bring everything over to the game situation?
Yeah, I think ultimately time, and as quick as we get there is how good we're going to be eventually. One of the great things is our defense has been really good these first couple games, and that's what's going to carry us early on in the season. As we continue to develop against different defenses, different coverages. But yeah, I don't think nobody on the team is worried about the offense. We know we're super talented offensively, and it'll come.
And as far as first real game in the pit, how excited are you, and what are you expecting?
Honestly, I don't really know what to expect. That exhibition was awesome. It was an environment that I haven't had in a really long time, and so just to be able to take it to that next step for a real game, I'm super excited for.
And what if you looked at the first two exhibition games and you said that I hope we can do this, what would that be?
I would say I hope we continue to guard and then just continue to make the right play. So far in these first couple exhibitions, we haven't made shots, but we've made the right plays for the most part. And so ultimately, if we keep doing that, the shots are going to fall. We're not worried about that.
Luke, after the game, Coach Olin said that he thought the team regressed in terms of shot selection and that. Now that you guys have had the opportunity to look at the film against NAU, what do you think were the biggest takeaways?
I think just shooting the first available one. I think we're always looking for the great shot, and against NAU, we got a good shot a lot of times, not the great shot. Continuing to move the ball, share the ball, and we're going to get great looks.
Yeah. And for you, it seems like, against Washington State and against NAU, you really make it a point of emphasis to attack the paint, get to the free throw line, find teammates. You had 4 assists against NAU. What kind of role do you think you're developing in this offense?
Yeah, like I said before, just being a playmaker. If teams are going to guard me as a scorer, I'm going to make plays for my teammates. If they're going to guard me as a passer, I'll make plays for myself. So just continuing to read the offense, or the defense, I think I do that well, and making the right play ultimately, whether that's passing or scoring.
This will be more of a revisit kind of come March, but this is your last go-round. And I'm curious if there's any sort of emotion knowing this is, I guess, your last first game.
Yeah, I've had a few people in my family talk about that, and it hasn't really hit me emotionally. I think, like you said, it'll be come March, and it'll be like, oh man, we have one more guaranteed game left, and then it'll be like, okay, like this is real. My college career is almost done. So right now, I'm just really excited to get the season going and see where we can go with this team.
Your parents are going to be here for this game?
Parents and brothers, yes.
I'm curious what Dad said after the 2 exhibition games about your performance.
He couldn't watch them. He just was able to listen to him. So he really just we talked about it, asked me how I felt, and yeah, it was just me telling him how it went.
Anything else for Luke?
So what do you know about this team at East Texas A&M?
So far, we've just gone through a lot of their actions. We'll go over personnel today, so we'll get to learn more. But kind of like we talked about earlier, they're a good team. We're gonna have to play how we know how to play, and like you said, we can't overlook anybody. So we're just gonna have to get out there and play hard. Yeah,
because you coming from your background, you kind of know how these guys might be thinking, huh? Like, oh, there's the big team.
It's their chance, yeah.
What are your thoughts when you think about that? Like putting yourself in their situation, you know how hungry, how excited they are.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're just as hungry and excited. We want to show these fans, we want to play really well for ourselves. So while they might be excited, hoping that there could be some upset, we're super excited to show what we're capable of. So I think there's equal excitement there. Yep.
Anything else? Thank you, Luke.
Thanks, everybody.